Hey everybody, hope you guys doing all right. So, just again, man, I'm feeling compelled just for my own personal desires and also what I see going on in the world. We need to get more into love, man. We need to start making love, much, much, much more. But making love, like not just fucking and not just all this crazy sex, but it's also about the way we live our lives, what we choose to pay attention to, what we're perpetuating with our daily hands and our routines and our worship, which is our work, which is what goes back to the project and why this project will help bring us back into a better connection with love and love making and God. um, but anyway, so when you speak about these things and when you put effort into these things, like the more I research things about hemp and ways to help cure cancer and starving children, the planet and helping animals and all these are all things that are helping love. These are all things that are helping life. So this is helping me connect to love in a good way, and anybody can do this too. This is why I'm encouraging people to speak. I mean, when I say these things, like I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you guys jewels for life, for currency, for most high currency. This is what it is. It's love. I mean, the more that you pay attention to love and things that are going to help life out, the more of a connection you're going to have with love. So that when it comes to love making, like you're going to be that much better able to give that energy to your partner. And if you guys are both like working on things that are helping to perpetuate love in life, then you guys are both going to be able to come together in that type of an intimate way with that much more power. So your experience, your sexual experience, your orgasms, all of that are going to be that much better and of a more loving, sustaining nature. Like if you notice when you watch porno, at least for myself, a lot of times when I'm done watching porno, like I'm left with a very shallow, empty, even depressed feeling. It's not as much so lately, but when I was in a lower, see, I've been perpetuating a lot of love and speaking about things that helping life. So I don't really get that really low, hollow feeling anymore. But I used to get it all the time. And a lot of that has to do with because I wasn't doing anything to help perpetuate love. I was just being selfish and not talking about anything really. I was just fucking wanting to jerk off and get my fucking rocks off and get fucked up and watch shows to distract me from doing what I really wanted to do with my life or what I really felt like I should be doing with my life. So I was empty inside. So then the more I would jerk off, like even though it feels good while you're doing it, when you're done, you feel even worse off. But it doesn't have to be like that. If you're really in love and you have a partner that's really in love with you guys and you guys are doing things that are good for yourselves and the rest of the world, then that love making that you have, you releasing your seed and giving that seed is not going to do anything but help your guys' love life and help the rest of the love life. Because again, when you give those orgasms off in a good way, that's an energetic vibration that's going to help out the whole area if you guys are in a good manner. But if you're not, then I mean, I don't know if it's going to hurt things essentially. I mean, I guess it could because it's when that lustful energy, it's an instant gratification. So it is, that's why they call it a sin, because it's like it's just like a drug addict, just like somebody wants to continue to smoke crack and continue to drink alcohol. I mean, it does bring about a void inside yourself. It brings about a selfishness inside yourself. It brings about a self-worshiping inside of yourself, which takes you away from wanting to help out other people, which is what love is all about. So, okay, again, so what I was wanting to talk about is like, so the more that you speak about love, the more that you do things with love, the more that you research about love, the more that you share love on the internet or with your loved ones or with your family, the better you are going to be able to be a lover. So it's like when you go down to like, for me, I love eating pussy. I'm just being honest with you, man. So like, because I've been speaking about a lot of love and stuff like that, I feel like if I were to go down and do that type of thing with a female, like there would be a lot of love energy coming from my mouth and my being and transferred into her womb, and the womb is I mean, that's where life comes from. So it's like one of the most sacred spots on the human body and all of creation, really, because without the womb, there'd be none of us here. So it's like the ability to speak and to share that love energy with a female's vagina is a very powerful thing. And the vagina is a very powerful orifice of itself that we need to, I don't know, I feel like we should worship even more, but in a good way, in a loving way, not in a lustful, fucking dirty, filthy, derogatory way, but in a cherishing way of cherishing life, of like really, like when you go down on her, like don't just do it like this, just like this crazy like energy of just wanting to, get that orgasmic rush, but really like a caring, a caressing of the female, of her whole spirit, of the body, of life itself, like to really appreciate this moment and be able to be here in that. And also just like the connecting, like of the mouth and the vagina coming together, like that's a very powerful connecting force. And again, if you have a lot of love energy inside of your mouth or inside of your body, because it all comes, what comes out of your mouth is from inside of your body, that's just going to help the experience be that much more loving in general. And these are the type of things that can help heal. And people that have more love energy inside of them can help others out who don't have quite as much love energy. But it has to be a symbiotic relationship. Like people got to want, obviously, it's got to be consensual. So, I mean, that needs to be obviously something that needs to be taken care of. But Anyway, okay, speaking on these things is a little bit new for me, so sorry if I come across a little, just nervous or just rusty, or, I haven't been with a woman in 5 years, man. I haven't seen a pussy other than on the internet from porno in 5 years. So it's been a little bit for me, but, I'm hopeful. I'm excited because, that's a good thing to live for, bro. Like, that's one of the things I love about the Bible is, like, that's your real reward is having a husband or a wife. Like, that's really what we all should be looking forward to, is that having that deep, loving relationship with another human being. Partnership. I mean, when you have a real good loving relationship, you really don't need fucking much else, dude. Like, I'd be happy as fuck just living out of a tent with a few basic things around me, maybe a vehicle. Sure, you can build a house if you need to, but at the end of the day, if I've got a woman that really loves me, like, I'm fucking golden, dude. You guys have great sex all the time. You fucking go on nature walks. You fucking eat together. You have dinner together. You do chores together. You have fun together. You talk together. You play games together. You interact with other couples together. Like, it's a good life, man. A real good fucking life. And it doesn't require very much at all. It's really just the energetic connection that you guys have and your soul pattern coming together. But again, because we live at a time when there's so much fucking stuff attacking the soul and attacking love and keeping us distracted from really connecting with each other, people don't have that type of relationship anymore. Very few people do. Most of the time, you're only going to find those type of relationships outside of these big cities, because these big cities are so fucking busy all the time. Like, nobody gets a chance to really get to know each other. So again, it's just another reason why, but these cities can be changed. Like, there's a way that you can have big cities that are harmonious, but it has to do with the way that we develop our infrastructure and the way that we perpetuate our infrastructure and the type of things that we allow in, the type of products that we choose to sell to our people. All of this has an effect on our love. All this has an effect on our relationships with ourselves, with everything else, with the planet, with the birds, the bees, the animals, and everything. The water, all that, the soil, all that picks up on everything. Everything's constantly mixing with everything. So the more of a harmonious relationship, the more of a relationship we have with love, the better off we're all going to be, the better lovers we're all going to be. So, all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.